Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Raiders first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. 22 yards there, a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
From the gun, Vick. Going right side here, and that's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50. 30. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy who used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On play action, they'll throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Play action now, Vick. He's got it to Hilton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now here's Vick, rolling to his right. He'll run it. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Vick forced out to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the Raiders' 35-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Vick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
3rd and short yardage. Vick. He's got his tight end fan. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 2nd and 4. Got a man, it's Brown. 27 yards there, a 1st down. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 51's the Mike, 51's the Mike.
2nd and 6. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Vick. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 3rd down, Vick out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken at the 15. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check nine, check nine.
They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. You don't want this. Check 43.
From the gun, Vic. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Vic readies to throw. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. There he goes right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. Now with him and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Badgley on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Next to score, Raiders 28, Broncos 3. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 16-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, Vic. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Another try after the first down sack. Vic looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Let's get it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Vic. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This will be caught by Brown. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Ready? I got you. I ain't 47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on second and long. Vic buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check curls, check curls. Kill. Switch.
Operating from the gun. Vick. So left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked there by Nick Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Keep it up. Go. Ringo.
Looking to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going.
Again, it's Johnson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Raider first down, 17 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, alert 3. Kill. Check.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Second and goal from the 1.
Watch the run. SOS.
They'll run it with Johnson, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One last shot for Michael Vick. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Raiders, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.